I think yesterday I went to bed at like 11 or 12 and I woke up at 10.
Nah.
That is
That's
crazy.
yeah. I would literally have a panic attack. Yeah. I can try and get like 8 hours sleep. I try and stay in bed for 8 hours.
Hmm.
But I usually sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, wake up, and then sleep for 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. So I've always been like I used to when I was a kid. I get like tiny amounts of sleep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can never be like that. I think that's crazy. It's not crazy, but
Follow
like
follow for more travel tips. Yeah, Cranky woke up at 4:30 and was like, I couldn't get back to sleep. I was like, that's sad for you.
yeah,
Love
that's
it.
interesting. But do you not get like not tired, but like sometimes like can you like do you kind of have like any kind of sleep schedule where you're like, okay, I'm expecting to go to bed about like 12 and then instead you
Mm.
go to bed at like 10 or just nothing, it's just the same?
Usually it's the other way around. So I would be like, I need to go to. If I've got something on the next day, I get incredible transition anxiety, so it tends to keep me awake for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be lucky if I go to bed at like 9:30, 10, and actually go to sleep around 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll be pretty much awake until 4 o'clock in the morning, just kind of like worrying about the thing I've got on the next day.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've always had it. So I was on sleeping tablets for a while, but they make you feel so much worse the next day. So
yeah.
just
Interesting.
roll with it. Live, laugh,
Interesting.
love.
Okay,
As my mom said, I've not died yet. So put this full screen. How do I put this stuff full screen? Do I
um
click it? Oh, I click it. Ignore me.
cool.
So easy. That was like ridiculously easy.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Okay, so with the kanji, I have I done any of these with you?
I don't know. Like,
I don't think I have. And sometimes I kind of like no, I don't like leaving it, but for a lot of people, I just leave it, and I'm just kind of like, oh, we'll do it later, and then we never do it. So we do actually need. I
late
know.
is here. My late
Late.
night.
It has arrived. Oh, you sound fine, crystal clear. While Pixie is barely heard, I'm assuming it's because you're recording your screen. No worries, I can turn it up actually. Hey, Ali. There we go. There we go. Now you're probably also hearable.
Too loud.
Maybe. Um, damn it, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, here is here.
Oh, okay.
So let's start with I want to say an easy one, but you're going to be like, that's not an easy one or something. Um, we're going to start with where is it?
Actually, I'm really jet. I'm really, really jet lagged now.
Oh, okay. Crazy. That's a shame. I'm in Japan right
Oh,
now.
whoopsies. Got to carry on with your life. Yeah, I went to work the next day.
Damn.
Yeah, so everyone was like, "How did you not have 2 more days off?" I was like, "I don't know, just be worrying about my job, so I may as well do it."
I feel like I don't know, I would be like, I think I would enjoy the extra day off. Like, not even jet work, like lag wise, just kind of like get my life in order wise.
Yeah, but the thing I worry about is work, so I'd rather just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Got ya.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is our first one, and look, it has. I'm always confused. Okay, so actually, I'm just gonna answer this question because it's probably useful for you as well. Someone just said, "I'm always confused on your meat and can your meat any tricks?"
Ah,
And my trick is
no.
actually no. So my trick is like to actually be lazy and don't worry about whether it's on your meat or kun your meat because, and I think I've said this to you,
Mm.
but there is kind of like a rule in that a lot of people
Yeah.
say, oh, if it's two kanji together, it's going to be this one, and if it's like one kanji on its own, it's more likely to be that one. But that rule, that like it's maybe it works maybe 50-60% of the time. And the other 40% of the time you're going to be wrong because it doesn't follow that rule. And it's not worth learning the extra step of is it onyomi or kunyomi. We're doing kanji today. It's not worth learning whether it's like one or the other because yeah,
You're probably going to be wrong.
yeah, you might be wrong. It's not worth the extra effort. My brain's just like not working today either. I'm like trying to read
You've
things.
narrated my jet lag.
I've got your jet lag.
Suki?
It is. Yeah, this so following that, when I do kanji, and you might be like, yes, I don't add the readings, I just show you the kanji and the words that you'll need to know at the level you're at. Yeah, so
Exactly.
because the readings are kind of useless. One thing I will say, which is really obvious, but like sometimes isn't unless someone says it to you, is that if it's written in katakana, it's the Chinese reading, the borrowed reading. If it's written in hiragana, it's the Japanese reading, because katakana is for borrowed words. So, ta-da! Cool. Okay, yeah, this one is moon/month. You're welcome to write things down as we go along. You're welcome to be like, I hate kanji so much. I don't want to. I would.
And to be honest,
Okay, well, just enjoy. It's gonna be a bit of reading practice, so yeah. You're like, I hate this. Why did I show up today?
no, I have a book and everything usually, and I'm just spacing it where I even put it.
It sounds like jet lag. No, I'm kidding.
I usually carry it around, and when I'm like sitting on the sofa and just like waiting for something to happen, I'll do like a little bit of reading. But who knows where I put it? Getsu? Is that another one?
Yeah, Getsu, Suki, Gatsu. The second one is fire. Can you say any of the readings?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
I was just doing a Dora the Explorer bit.
Kind of was.
Is fire key?
You could go with ka.
Huh?
Ka, like Kayobi,
Ka.
Tuesday.
Sorry, I literally had a blank. What did you say?
Ka, Yobi, Tuesday.
Kayobi?
Mm-hmm.
Kayobi?
Yeah, Kayobi.
Because they all look, no offense to them, but these next three,
The-
suspiciously similar to them.
This one.
Is that it?
It'll do. There's loads of readings for them.
Mizu.
Mizu, and Sui.
This is key.
This one is key.
I don't know.
Kin would be its most common.
Oh, kin.
It's also, yeah, Ali's right, it's also kane. So when you say money or kane is the same one. Yeah, literally that.
Megan Thee Stallion vibe. These are days, and I don't know my days.
No. I mean, yeah, that was one of them, sorry. Mm-hmm. Do. Yep, and yes, Ali.
It's not Saturday, Volpe. It's bloody Tuesday, mate. Sorry, that was really rude. Nichiabi.
Mm-hmm. Got one. I'm kidding, you got multiple.
But you can't change the rules now.
I said I'm kidding, you're good. Okay, please read the words.
Getsuyobi.
Woo.
Konyobi. Oh no, Kongetsu.
Yep, Konyobi.
Why do I apologize? I'm so sorry.
So sorry for being wrong.
Sorry for being wrong. Ichigatsu.
Cool.
Kaiobi. Yeah, I actually got complimented on my Japanese when I was in Japan.
Oh, what did you say?
Gotcha sama deshita, and they were like, oh,
Aw.
yeah. But I was like, yeah. They're like, how much do you know? I was like, "Chotto, chotto." They said it in Japanese. I was like, "Chotto, chotto."
You didn't say how much you know. How much is that umbrella?
Ikara desu ka? How much is it, babe? Yeah, so that was quite nice. And I ordered quite a few meals in Japanese as well.
Ooh. We'll be like, what did you order? But then that's just like, I ordered
Ramen.
sushi ramen.
What I found really funny, this is an interesting culture thing, is I learnt Nunu like as milk.
Yep.
So when I was saying cafe to Nunu, and they were like cafe au lait, and I was like, bitch, that's French.
Hi, Velvet. Yeah, they have it written on a lot of memories, on a lot of
Yeah, a lot of
menus as
menus.
cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait.
Not even like latte. Sometimes it's just
No.
cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait, and I was like, so I kept saying coffee to Nunu, and they were like cafe au lait, and I was like, ooh, what are you on about? And then I tried to ask them why it was cafe au lait, and then they were like, they got very confused. I was like, okay, well, I can't get into this conversation with you, so I don't know Japanese well enough. There's a random bit of information that I just found that really surprising.
To be fair, I have no clue why either. I actually haven't really thought about that. Maybe I'll put this on here at some point.
I just found it super strange. It was that specific cafe au lait. I was like, that's such a weird, specific term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting. And it was everywhere, even up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Where we went, when we were in like Takayama, it said it there. I was like, what?
Yeah. One sec.
It's not just a trendy coffee thing.
You should be doing this at 2 a.m. instead of sleeping. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. I'm like, I actually haven't thought, especially because they don't like. I hadn't thought about it actually before, but I like this is bringing something up in my head. You are right; it's cafe au lait a lot.
Yeah.
Especially in like smaller cafe, like especially in the
When they
ones that don't do
cappuccinos,
specialty. Yeah.
They'll always say cafe au lait, and I'm like, that's coffee with milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying mit. You know, it's very like strange, but it's French.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, this one.
Oh, sorry. Kyobi.
Cool.
Kyobi.
Mm-hmm. Some of these are easy. It does get harder, I swear.
Kyobi.
Cool.
Kyobi.
Okay, easy sentences. Please read.
Oh, bitch. I got my glasses on. Nihongo no klasu wa kinyobi desu ka?
Yay, is Japanese class Friday. Is it?
Yeah. No.
Cool. Well done.
Thank you. Oh my god. Chichi no tanjoubi wa kongetsu desu.
Cool. Dad's birthday is this month.
Hopefully. Raigetsu wa shigatsu desu.
Next month is April.
Oh, dang it, it's not. This month is April.
I'm not changing it. Okay, please read. Harder level.
No. Oh, fuck. Wow. Getsu desu ka? Is it Raigetsu wa?
So kongetsu.
Oh, bollocks, is that one? Okay. Kongetsu wa Getsu desu ka?
Cool. What does it mean?
Is this month November? Question?
Yeah. Question? Yep, is this month November? Question. Please read.
God. Wow. Easy. Thank. Easy. God, what is that sign? Is that a
Sui.
day? Suyobi?
Yeah, Suyobi.
The day one. Yeah. Suyobi. That's a horrible looking one in the middle. It really threw me off.
I
Death.
let me zoom in because I always think of this one as. Do I have my pen up here? Yes, I do.
Damn, we really zoomed in. My iPad's with us.
Oh, whoops. So I always think of this one as ignoring the fact that it literally has. I mean, even with that, you can do it. A load of E's, like an E in there. You got like a weirdy
So
over
many
here.
E's.
Doing
I
it.
was thinking of grills. I was like, it looks like a hob.
I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. But what does that mean? Why are you just highlighting all these?
I don't know. It doesn't have a meaning, but that's how I see it. This is. It's just the one with. I don't know. If you're like, I'm doing this, and you're wondering if you went wrong, does it have a load of E's in?
Well, I just kind of went by the fact that it was the water, and then it was the day marker on the right, and
And
I
then-
kind of just filled in the blank.
There was something in the middle.
Yeah. I
The
was like,
blank.
something is in there.
Yeah. So yeah, please read. You kind of have already, but
I did.
okay. What does it
Oh.
mean?
Tomorrow is water day.
It is Wednesday,
The day of the water.
day of the water. I feel like
Tomorrow is Wednesday. Oh.
maybe if you just kind of like reset your brain and you're like, I don't need to know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday anymore. I just need to know it's water day. Like, you know?
Genuinely, that's how I have to learn it. Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
can be like, can you come in on water day? And you can be like, yes, just ignore, like, when your English friends come over to Japan and they're like, I'm coming on Tuesday, you can be like, what's Tuesday?
I know
It's-
nothing of Tuesday. I do that with the counting thing, so I remember like the topic, like the counting marker, which one it's pertaining to.
Mhm.
It's easier for me. I'm like flat marker. Just a flat marker.
What do you mean a piece of paper? Don't you mean a flat marker of paper?
Yeah, exactly. 2 flat pieces of paper.
Please.
Please.
Wednesday. Wednesday is flood day, apparently.
Flood day.
Yeah, according to Volpe.
What? Because it's like busy.
I think you Tuesday I have to call the fire department. Oh my god, no. What about on Tuesday I have to call the fire department. On
And then
Wednesday they come.
by, yeah. And they flood your house.
Yeah. And then
Fair.
Thursday I gotta rebuild it with some wood.
Yeah.
Friday I have maybe I've run out of money. Maybe I think I've run out of money because
Insurance payout.
insurance payout. Saturday I'm reconnecting with nature and the earth.
With all my
Now that I'm rich, I'm a yoga person. Gonna go find myself.
Yeah.
And Sunday, again, I'm just sat under the sun.
Let's just do it all over again, yeah.
Yeah. Burn my house down again for the insurance. Okay, please read.
Haha, no tanjobi wa. Is it Igatsu?
Ichigatsu.
Ichigatsu? Deshita. So it was?
Yep.
In January. Mummy's birthday.
Exactly. That's the exact translation. Mum's birthday was in January. Okay. Writing test. I'm not going to make you do this because you've already said that you do not have. But I'm going to make you try and read these and translate, which is even harder.
Ego
Mhm.
no Kasu wa. What was Thursday again? So wet was Wednesday. Wet Wednesdays. Ground soil Thursdays.
No, we're going to rebuild the house, aren't we, on Thursday?
Oh, wood. Ki?
Mm-hmm.
Kinyobi?
No, it's not key in this case, it's Moku.
Oh, Mokyobi. Dang it. There you go. Yes.
Cool.
And me, I'm like, wood? I'm like,
The wood
I'm
day.
like, wood?
On Thursday, I am building the house.
There's probably some like old school like story, like like we have like mnemonics and stuff. I bet
Mhm.
there's some old story that kind of tells the story of the 7 days
Mhm.
in order to kind of like contextualize it.
I will look into that, but I like our new story better. Unless
Okay,
it is the old story and we just happen to like guess it.
yeah, yeah,
Back in
maybe.
back in ancient days, they were talking about insurance fraud and going to find yourself.
But maybe they're thinking of gold in terms of I don't know. Gold is gold.
God, this God. Okay, cool. Class on Thursday. Please read. Well, don't read it, but like, please translate.
Kyo, kyo,
Mhm.
kyo, 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 ba, nichio bides. Sun, the day of the bright sunshine.
Yeah, today is the day of the bright sunshine. Exactly. Okay, please read.
Kore wa dai ga daigakse desu ka?
Cool. What does it mean?
They're a university student. He,
Yeah, he
he's
is.
one.
He is. Is he, to be exact?
Yeah.
Cool. Please read.
Empetsu wa nan desu ka?
Oh, we've got a one sec. Which happens after returning from it? Okay. Monday, I'm launched to the moon, which happens after returning from a tanning session on Sunday. I like the idea of tanning session on Sunday. That's like a sun.
That's how your house burns down. Actually, too much tanning. Some Final Destination stuff.
How do we go from moon to fire though? Sacrifice?
Katy Perry went to space for like 10 minutes. I'm sure we can. Algorithm. I said Katy Perry.
You just get a load of people coming in.
Yeah, like finally.
Use hashtag Katy Perry.
Hashtag Katy Perry goes to space. Konbanwa.
Okay, sorry. Did you answer? I just kind of assumed you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
because it had been a minute.
What is a pencil question?
Or what is Mpitsu? Whatever one you want to go with. Okay, cool. I think that's all of those ones.
Cool.
You're like,
Just look at I'll show my face for a bit so people can't see the screen.
oh, it doesn't matter. It's just like more of these. No, I actually keep all my secrets on here on Canva.
Where's your password?
They're all on Canva. No, they're not. Please, no one. Get like 50 people trying to hack. They're not. All there is like this.
Yeah. This is good data though.
Maybe. You know what? What's the word? It's got sentimental value. I would cry for it.
About stuff that's rubbish.
All stuff that's like really valuable and they don't want people to think it's valuable.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story? Cranky's family, like his extended family, it was like his cousins and his aunts and stuff. They went on holiday, right? And they packed all of their bags separately.
Mm-hmm.
And in one bag, they packed everything, like all of their electricals, and labeled it electricals. And guess what happened to the bag?
Did something happen to it? Did it go missing?
It went missing.
That's crazy.
It's like they put a beacon to the bag and said, "Please steal me. We've got expensive stuff in here."
Why did they label it?
I labeled it like human feces or something just to really put people off.
Manure.
Yeah.
Did they have insurance?
I'm presuming so. They're like pretty wealthy.
Okay.
Wealthy, but also dumb.
Electricals. I had the same, or not the same, but I was on holiday with my cousin, and we were in Bali, and
Oh God.
we went to post some of her stuff back because she realized she'd really overpacked, and this was like her first big trip, so it's fine.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and she maybe showed them some of the stuff that was going back because she did some of the packing at the like center. And funnily enough, her stuff didn't make it back. I said to her, I did say to her, kind of like, to be fair, I probably should have said more. But
Mm,
there's also kind of like the worry of like if I'd said something to her at the packing place,
yeah.
I didn't want her to think, oh, I was just being like really stressed over it, and be like, when you're there, I don't know. It was kind of, I could have said more because this was her first big trip away. But we were in the car after. It didn't make it back like a year after, and I did kind of mention like I don't think it was ever gonna come back. I don't think it
You're
even
like,
got
I saw it
shipped.
and I was like, bye, sis. Hope you don't want that stuff.
The funny thing was the people at the post office were so like not like they gave she there was something she didn't have, so they gave her their Vespa to go and get it and so on, and I bet they were like, yeah, you go and get that so you can
Yeah,
ship
you go
it.
get more stuff for us, but I once got really drunk when I was traveling across the states at like a festival, big festival. And I left my passport just under my pillow in my hostel.
Hmm.
Still there when I got back, even though I was out of the hostel.
you,
That's how invaluable a passport is.
you know what? I shouldn't be saying this, but I've gotten really lazy with some things. And
Same.
I've been to so many hostels and I've never had anything happen. So
Yeah,
I genuinely think you have to be really, I don't know, you have to be really unlucky to lose something
super
at a
unlucky.
hostel. Um,
Or you have to be going out in really like expensive stuff. Like my friend went out in like a fit. This was quite a few years ago. Went out in, like a Fitbit and stuff in Thailand, and literally got it like nicked off her wrist.
yeah,
I was like,
damn.
mate, just don't go out wearing that stuff. Like
Yeah.
you're literally like a beacon for like
Mm-hmm.
thefts.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I always take stuff that I'm willing to lose. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I, even when we went to Japan, I took quite basic clothes and stuff because I thought, oh, if it breaks, which it did, my jeans broke. But if anything gets lost, I'm not that bothered
Yep.
because that's part of being on a trip.
Hi, aspirants. Aspirants. But yeah, no, I completely agree. I think like in recent years, so I went through a phase of like I would always wear like the the travel pants with the elephants on.
No, stop it.
I would go like so cheap. The funniest thing is, every single time I wore them, when I had a layover that was somewhere like India, I would always get random searched. And I was talking to my friend who works in an airport about it, and she was like, yeah, I would just assume you have cocaine if you're wearing those.
Yeah.
Like, I would always get chosen for the random search. It would just be like, oh, we just need to like put you in the other room and like do a quick random search whenever I was wearing
Make
those.
sure there's not cocaine threaded in these trousers.
The funny thing was,
Yeah,
oh
you
no,
go.
it didn't bother me because like I completely got it. I was just like, they're just comfy, but I completely get it. I get it. You're typecasting me.
I couldn't wear that kind of stuff anyway because it irritates my skin. Like when I traveled across Asia, I literally took my beloved green tracksuit bottoms with me, and I wore them every time I was on a flight. I'd wear those green tracksuit bottoms, and they still survived.
Were they not like really hot, or were they quite thin?
No, they're quite thick. They're like lazy jacks, but they just did the trick. They just kept me perfect, and it's a bit of home. Feels nice.
Oh,
Lame-o.
yeah, me like, oh, widow. Okay, new one. Name.
Am
This one you'll recognize from Namaya. How Namaya,
Am I?
Namoy, Namoy, mate.
Oh my god, sorry, another tangent. When we were cycling around the island, this woman came up. She was like so chaotic. She was from, I think, New Zealand. And she went, Sammy Masem.
Sammy Masem.
And I was crying. I was like, who's Sammy?
Sammy Masan. She said it to you.
No, she said it to the person that was helping her.
Oh, Sammy
She
Masan.
went, Sammy Masem.
In my class, I had a guy from America who was part Japanese, and he sounded so American. It was so funny. Like,
Oh,
I don't know.
American accents are hard to get through, aren't
They really are.
they? Pickle, pickle come,
I've
pickle.
never heard like such American accent when oh, you know what? I think there was another guy actually who was in my like intermediate kanji and he spoke with a really Australian accent and it was great. It was really funny, but it was
I
great.
like a good Australian accent. Come here. Hi.
Oh, it's your baby.
I don't have any food, babe. I'm sorry. You went to the groomer yesterday, so you look so pretty.
Oh, that's why he decided to come on
Daddy.
camera. He was like, everyone
He's
look at
like,
me. Not wasting
"Thanks."
this. Okay, okay, yeah, this one is in the Maya. However, on this lesson, I haven't introduced the second kanji for that, so we pretend it's not right now.
Okay.
Bright slash light.
Oh, it looks like it's like Moon Day.
Yeah, maybe this should be Monday.
Moon Day, yeah, wow.
And character.
Yeah.
Please read. And this one I love because of literally what you just said.
Yeah.
You got day, moon, day, which makes tomorrow. Today, tonight, tomorrow.
What?
Oh. And so you have today, and then you have
Yeah.
you go to sleep, and then it's tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, sure.
Hashed out. Hashed out.
I so get that. I just lost all my viewers.
They're like, what is she on about? Crazy.
Anyway,
Anyway.
surname.
I'm not good at like symbolic stuff. Which is ironic because we're literally this is what we're doing. But
Do you
it takes me a
think
little bit of processing time.
a therapy session? Do you think that's why you don't like the kanji?
Yeah, see, what I want to learn is the radicals because I think that will help me understand because I can pick apart and see where stuff makes sense. But because this doesn't make sense because I'm just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
I need to have rules for things.
Yeah.
And if I can't have rules for things, then I find it really hard to go through my brain.
Okay, maybe I can be I want to say less lazy, but I'm not that lazy. I actually since you've left, I have hardly done any I lost my last viewer. Maybe I can be less lazy. Lose my last viewer.
No, lazy or nothing.
No, since you left, I've hardly done any. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've done loads of these kanji videos.
Yeah, and you've done drawing and stuff too.
That is true. Yeah, maybe I need to give myself more credit. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I do want to eventually do is like give every lesson a kanji radical.
Yes.
Um,
Oh my god, that would be so helpful.
but do I want to do that now? I probably I could. Like the thing is, I could, but then I'm like, will I do it? Will I keep up with it is the problem. I'll do it for like 2 weeks and now I'll move on to something else.
Can you not have like a radical thing somewhere on the website? So if somebody did want to, like, whilst you were adding it,
I
so
can.
if someone did want to connect them, they could.
Yeah, I can, and I probably will eventually do something like that. The thing is, I think it's kind of following your structure thing. Maybe it makes more sense for like self-studiers, but I like to give everyone like this is exactly what you need to learn on this lesson so that people who are self-studying know exactly what they need to learn. If that makes sense, like they don't need to be like,
Yeah.
oh, should I have done that? Can I pick and choose this? One of the things I've kind of done with you, which I need to avoid doing because I do it with everyone and then I like completely ruin everything for everyone, is not doing the kanji. So like we're gonna go through it this lesson and then probably we'll do one or two a bit faster than this for the next lessons at the beginning of them until we catch up and then we'll do one per lesson or maybe two because you go through them quite fast. Because
Yeah.
otherwise we get to the point where you're like, I can speak, or like, I don't know, you never get to the point where you can speak, let's be honest. No one can speak Japanese. But you'll get to the point where like you can read, but you can't read any of the kanji.
My dog's being naughty. Hang on.
Oh.
What are you doing, honey? What are you doing? It sounds crazy down here.
If you don't come in carrying your dog, I'll be so upset.
Right. He's got gravy veins now.
I was hoping you would come and carry him in.
He's 45 kilos.
So? He's worth it.
You can barely walk him, let alone carry him.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's bigger than you.
He's literally the same size as me.
Oh.
When he runs out of water, he kicks his bowl over continuously until I fill it up.
Oh, but he's just a baby. God forbid a dog has hobbies.
God forbid a dog wants to stay hydrated. Okay, surname? Oh, sorry, what are you saying? You're saying that you're going to try and do it. We're going to try and catch up with the kanji.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Cool.
That's the summary.
Yeah, good.
Xerxes has 2 modes: completely energetic or completely lazy.
That's so true. That's my dog.
I guess. I was like, who are we talking about? And I was like, well.
Xerxes is Pickle, Pickle is Xerxes.
Oh. What?
The kids in the street just call him Husky.
Oh.
They thought his name was Husky for a really long time. I was like, that's a really weird name.
Why did they think his name was
But his
Husky?
name's Xerxes, which is no less weird, so.
So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to call it that.
No, they don't. They call him Pickle.
Oh.
Honey, I can see you.
Cool. Oh, he's so
You're
cute.
so cute.
Anyway, last name, surname, Myoji.
Myoji.
Yeah. Okay, example sentences. Please read.
Ano hito no myoji wa nan desu ka?
Yeah, what is that person's last name?
Yeah, probably Tanaka.
Probably. You might be right. Okay, please read.
Ashita wa nanyobi desu ka?
My camera just got knocked down, but that's fine. Yep, ashita. Yeah, perfect. Me like, yes, sure.
Yes.
It,
Kare no. Is that me? What was it? The last name one? Mia? I don't know.
oh, one second, just let me answer another question. It's not name plus child, it's kind of like name plus child under a roof is how I'd describe. Just Volpe asked the question. Name plus a child under a roof is a surname. Not for you.
Myoji.
Yep. Myoji.
Thanks. You gave me a little hint. Kare no myoji wa hey. Sorry. Yamato desu ka?
Yep, Yamato. Yamamoto.
Yamamoto, sorry, not Yamato. That's the courier company.
Yamato.
Yamato. Sorry if you hear crunching. My dog's eating.
It's worth it.
He's eating his Grover Max.
He should never say sorry.
Yeah. He has the cheapest treats, and he loves them. If I give him expensive treats, he's like, yucky, yucky.
My dog's like the opposite. We call it a middle class dog.
Obviously, like good treats.
She, like, if she sees a puddle in a road, she will walk around it. Like, she will not go through that.
Oh,
She will tiptoe around that puddle.
madam.
I don't know what she was in her past life, but like,
She's
yeah.
a debutante. Ashta, I actually remembered it from your weird explanation. Ashta wa sen. Sorry, that was really weird.
You're
way
weird.
to say it.
No, it's fine. I get
That
it.
was so rude.
No, it's fine. Just gonna go and cry.
Sage, you know? Oh, fuck, not katakana.
Ku
Something tetsu?
Kurasu.
What you say?
Kurasu.
Karasu?
Class.
Oh, karasu. What time? No, tomorrow. Oh, Pickle, don't start crying. I'm thinking. Hey. This is why you're not allowed up here.
Oh.
On tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what
Seiji is politics.
Ugh.
No wonder you don't know what it is.
Really?
That sounded like us insulting you then. I meant more like no one knows that class. For some reason, everyone forgets that class.
Yeah, because it's boring.
Exactly. And Volpe
So-
just said that makes sense because a child is born into the household bears the name of the family. So you just made that one. It probably is the real reason it's that for last
So
name.
it's the name of the family.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
He said like the child
Good.
born under a household bears the
Yeah.
family name.
Clever.
Anyway, sorry, this one. Oh, and also Annaline, don't I'm assuming that's Annaline. It's fine.
Okay.
It's just comments. Yeah, no, yes, don't worry, Annaline. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is good. Just how you lose more viewers.
Pickle's crying, but everything's fine. Yeah, okay.
Wait, so what is this?
Is politics class on the morrow?
Yes, it is. Politics class.
Imagine going to politics class.
I
Sorry.
What did my school offer? My school offered one of the ones kind of like that, and I like up until like I was like 14 or something, I was like, I'm gonna take that class, and then like I guess my brain suddenly developed, and I was like, no.
Yeah, your brain developed cringe and was like, nah.
It's like, I don't need to know no politics.
I studied sociology, which is just politics but more fun.
I actually think that was one of the ones I was gonna. I went into the local college, the big local college, and I was gonna go there for sixth form, or I was considering, and you're gonna have like an interview before you go there for sixth form or whatever.
Totally. Yeah.
And I got, I had the option of that one or staying at my current school because they have a sixth form there. Oh, not my current one, but my current one back in the day. And I went
Yeah.
to the big school, and I got there for my interview, and for some reason I thought the entire interview was like 20 minutes or something, and I had
Oh,
work
so
later that day, and I got in, I was like, oh yeah, I thought the interview was 20 minutes, yeah, and they were like, no, it's an hour, and I left. And I did not go to that school. So
That's
it,
so funny.
it made
I
me,
did 2 interviews for that school. One of them, so I didn't get any GCSEs. Plot twist, by the way. Didn't get any GCSEs. I had to go back and get them later on because I was naughty.
oh,
And I know,
as a rebel.
naughty girl. So I had to go back and get my 5 GCSEs. But after I was meant to finish school, I went just randomly thought I'll just go for an interview at the college and see if they let me on. I wanted to do business. Can you imagine?
That might have been one of the ones I was applying for. Anyway.
So I went to business and they were like, oh yeah, you can get in. Like, you're fine, don't worry about it. And they're like, do you have any GCSEs? I was like, no. Like, you told me I can get in. And they were like, no, but you need GCSEs. But you just told me I could get in. I passed all the tests.
They were like, yeah, but we just assumed.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
They were
have
like,
them?
they were like, you're really like good. Come in, blah blah blah, and then I was like, yeah, this is sorry.
That's crazy. Anyway, translate this. Quickly go back because we're running.
Literature teacher's last name. Fuck. Pickle, what's Japanese for literature teacher? Okay. He doesn't know. Nihon no something.
Bungaku.
What you say?
Bungaku. Bun.
Say it again.
Bun.
Dongaku.
Bungaku. Bungaku.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that for literature?
Yeah.
So it'll be Nihon. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was waiting for the rest because it was right.
Sorry, no, I was also reading. So my Japanese teacher, so you say Nihongo?
Just
Japanese
Nihon.
language.
Just Nihon. Just,
Nihon?
yeah.
No. Bungaku?
Mm-hmm.
No. Sensei?
Mm-hmm.
No. Myoji?
Mm-hmm.
Wa?
Mm-hmm.
Tanaka.
This.
That's a lot of no's.
Yeah, this one is wrong because for some reason I wrote Yamamoto here. Let's change that to Tanaka.
Change their name.
Yeah.
People
And I
can't
actually
cry,
already
man.
uploaded that video, but oh well.
Just put it in the comments, being like, "There's one error in this video."
Please
Can
find
you
it.
spell it? And then drive engagement.
Ha ha ha, I did it on purpose.
Yes.
Okay. Is tomorrow Saturday?
Ashita
Mm-hmm.
wa
Mm-hmm.
doyobi
Mm-hmm.
desu ka?
Woo! How much is tomorrow's newspaper?
Ashita no zashi?
Mm-hmm.
That's magazine. Is that
No,
magazine?
yeah, that's magazine.
Bollocks. Is newspaper a borrowed word?
It's not.
Ah.
You're like, there
I
goes
don't
my
know.
idea. Shinbun.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of funbun for some reason.
Funbun.
Shimbun. Okay. Ashita no shimbun wa ikura desu ka?
Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool.
He was crying at me because he wants me to just feed him gravy bones.
Good. I get it.
Have you ever tried one? They're alright actually.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
What?
Have you not? Come on. Why not?
Are you joking?
No, I'm genuinely not joking.
It's just the way you were like, what do you mean you haven't tried a dog's treat?
Yeah. Anyway.
The awkward, like, we'll never speak of this again.
I generally don't think I didn't know that was a weird thing.
You know what? I will go and ask my friends tonight and I'll find out if any of them have tried dog food.
I find out that I'm like really weird. I'm like, okay.
I
Saying things on the internet.
to be fair, most of them don't own dogs, so I think it'll be a bit weirder.
That'd be even weirder if they start eating other people's dogs' treats. Can I have one? What? Yeah. I've not eaten a whole one, but I've taken like a little nibble.
You know what? It doesn't appeal. It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm a curious little thing.
I get it. I get that. Sometimes I'm like, I get it. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll try new food. I'll try it. I like to try new food. I'm not
It just
getting
smells
that.
like cereal. That's why I tried it. Cause I was like, it just smells like cereal.
Did it taste like cereal?
Kinda, yeah. Just really bad quality cereal.
You're not selling it.
Because it is the composition is mainly the first ingredient is cereal.
Really?
So, yeah, so that's the main composition.
You know what? I'll give one a sniff next time. I'll give it a proper sniff. Tonight when I give my dog a treat, I'll try and imagine. You know? Your mum gave one to the dog and one to you.
We got food go far.
Your mum took you to the village shop to buy dog treats.
Yeah, she's like, Zara, you can have some. Don't worry. Funny. Please tell me it's not dog food. Yeah, it is. It's dog. It's these dog biscuits. They don't taste that good. It's just, okay, we're not getting into it again. Weird.
No, that's really funny. That is genuinely really funny.
Yeah, the more you learn. I think it's some weird shit. So,
Do I want to inquire?
or just like when you're traveling, you just eat. Honestly,
Okay, traveling. Okay.
It's only weird if you make it weird, isn't it?
I thought you were gonna be one of those people that's like, as a kid, I would go into the garden and eat slugs.
Oh no, you see mud.
Sorry. You're like, no, not slugs, mud.
Yeah, I was a vegetarian. Yeah. Anyway.
Moving on. No, I will say the one that surprised me that I like is in hot pot. I didn't mind duck blood.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like it's a kind of tofu-y texture, I guess, but like, yeah, I really liked it.
You know, I didn't hate the ramen, even though it was made from like pork bones. It didn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want like the bits of meat. I didn't eat that. I would just give it to Cranky.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, if it was cooked in the pork broth, I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's really hard to be like a vegetarian out there. To be like, most of my friends that I'm going with are vegetarian, and I think they're both cool with, or like they're all cool with being like, if it's got meat in, it's got meat in, but I won't eat the meat on purpose.
Exactly. You just got to be okay with the fact that it's got like bonita flakes, it's got all that kind of stuff in it, where it's probably gonna have a derivative in it, and you just need to get over it. The one thing that was really funny is we went to like a really like nice hotel, and they did like an 11-course like Japanese feast.
Yeah.
And I told them ahead of time, by the way, I'm a vegetarian, and they were like, "Yeah, no worries, we'll sort that out."
And then it came with like little bits of meat in.
Yeah, they gave me wagyu, they gave me tuna fish. They were like, "Sorry, we thought you liked it just with like sauce," and I was like, "What?" Also, this has got no sauce on it; it's just meat. It was so funny. I was like, whatever. Like, I did try wagyu, and I did try the tuna and like the sashimi and stuff like that, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But
it's not for you.
Not to eat it.
Yeah. I had when I was in China, some of my friends there were vegetarian, and they would order vegetarian food, and it would just come with like some little chunks of meat on top, and they would be like, "Oh, no, it's only a little bit."
Yeah, that's what they did with me. Just give it to you. Like, what are you gonna do?
Anyway.
I kind of love that energy.
It's just a little bit. Yeah, it's less meat.
Yeah, it's like you've actually got way less. So shut up.
We've already like put in the effort. Anyway, what is this?
Haru.
Yay!
Natsu.
Yay! Oh.
Oh. Aki.
Yep. This one I also quite like because we have
the trees.
Yeah, and then like the leaf and like it's turning fire colored.
Oh, that's clever.
Got the fire.
It's way too much fun drawing on the board today.
Yeah, I have my pencil today. It's like, and I will use it.
Puyu, also known as Pooey time.
Yeah.
Winter.
Yes, Puyu time.
Pooey time. It kind of looks like a little, like...
Poo.
Yeah, it is like a little scarf like you'd wear in the winter.
I genuinely thought you were going to say it looks like a little poo. Wait.
It's like, that does look, yeah, that does look like a poo. Like a scarf going over everything.
Anyway, please read.
Ari wa chi ku ra. Don't cry. Ga arimasu.
So, haru wa chikura ga don't cry
Hey,
arimasu.
Sakura.
Cool.
Sorry, apologies.
Speaking of
Why
spring,
is it? I say a lot of sorries. Oh my god.
yeah, you better apologize every time you're wrong.
I said two then. I said sorry. Apologies.
Please
No,
read.
Bubba. I'm going to shut you out now because you're getting on my
No.
nerves. I don't want to kill you in front of everyone.
Oh.
I'll know you later. He's just going to cry and I can't be asked with it.
Oh. Let him back in. No, Karen.
No. Aki wa hachi gatsu
Mhm.
to kyugatsu kugatsu to jugatsu desu ka?
Cool. Yeah, perfect. Is autumn August,
Yay.
September, and October? I don't know. Doesn't sound right
Is
to me.
it?
No,
That does not sound right.
it doesn't say it is. It says it is. It says is it?
Oh.
It doesn't say it is. It says it is. Please read.
Fuyu wa nangatsu gatsu desu ka?
Cool. What months are winter?
I don't know.
Nor do I.
Natsu wa itsu desu ka?
Cool. When is summer? Please read. Bit harder.
Kare no myuji wa
Myoji.
Myoji wa Yama mo to desu ka? Is his name Yamanaho?
Yeah, exactly. Is his last name. Oh, you've done
Tomorrow.
these ones. I haven't
done
changed these
these.
ones. Interesting.
Yay, I win.
Congratulations.
I
Woo.
got them all right.
Okay, we can do one more, or you can say you're jet lagged.
I'm very jet lagged.
Oh, what a shame. Okay, cool. We'll call it there. I hope you
Oh,
get
I'm so
over your
sorry.
jet lag then.
Thank you. I hope you get over your jet lag.
Yeah, same. It's really bad.
It's been going on for months.
It's been going on for years.
Cool. So we're going to change to Tuesdays now, aren't we?
Yes, so I can have a real job.
Boo! Boo to jobs.
Yeah.
This is Musts America, guys.
Forcing young girls to get a job. I lost all my viewers again when I said I was getting a job. People, they won't stand for that. Wait, this girl's poor. Yeah. I mean, like
I can't wait to finish my PhD and then I don't have to work for a bit. That was the dream.
I feel like every year I am the youngest and therefore it's going to be my best year. So I have to treat every year like it's my best years and therefore I shouldn't work. I shouldn't have to work a job in my best years.
Exactly. And I have to work because it's tied to my PhD.
Ugh.
I know, it's annoying.
Why are you doing a PhD in your best years?
I don't know, why did I have 3 jobs in my best years?
Ugh.
You know?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, before I started this, just doing a PhD and working one job, I was working like 60 hours a week.
Why?
To get all of my credentials to the MO to get my PhD. And earn money as well.
And then you finish your PhD and you become a client, not a after having to work all those
jobs. Once I get my doctorate, I'll be done. I'm like, everyone's like, what are you gonna do afterwards? I'm like, after? This is the end.
Yeah, but what about after the end?
I'm gonna take like 6 months off, maybe sell my soul to like an online therapy place, and then just relax for a year or 2.
Honestly, I feel like that's what a lot of people who do like therapists are like, yes, I'm gonna do the online one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dream job.
exactly. And then maybe merge back into doing more like in-person stuff when I've recouped. But
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, it's rough.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to work from the UK if you do an online one, or do you think you can work from? Okay.
You don't have to now, thankfully. So my job's in the community, so I have to be local.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, technically I could work anywhere, which would be really cool. Hoping to go traveling for a couple months once
Yeah.
I finish, and
Yeah.
then I can just work remotely.
Ooh, no, it sounds lovely.
Yeah, that's the dream.
It sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Actually does.
I'll be like, what are you worrying about, guys? Just go to like Bali or something.
You'll be doing the session like from a beach with your cocktail. Like, oh my gosh, that sounds so tough.
Oh, your
Like,
life sounds ugly, actually.
have you tried just not doing that?
Try just being there.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go and yeah, see you. Bye, Volpe as well. Have a nice evening.
Bye-bye. See
Bye.
you later.
Cool. See you next week.
See you next week. Have a good week.
Yay. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I've not hung up yet. It's like I thought that would hang me up. Be like, yeah, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Have a nice week. Oh, bye, everyone.